Welcome to Sam's American Breakfast.
A few months ago, Max and I were in London and we shot, among other things, a traditional English breakfast, which is huge. We got to thinking, why not a traditional American breakfast? You're gonna like this. So we like to say, make America cook again. Today we're saying, make America eat again. We're not gonna focus too much on any one thing, but a general overview of a ton of stuff. Everything that we believe in a hot form makes up a proper American breakfast. Excluding cereal, excluding yogurt, excluding fruit. There's none of that. There's only the good, hearty, stick to your ribs, let's have a solid breakfast, be happy about it, and get out there and do our thing. Or let's just chill on a Sunday and eat everything in sight. So, this is on this blackberry messed fruit box. I have my list of things. We will be having pancakes with bacon, a Benedict, eggs Benedict. We have jalapeno waffles with fried chicken, sausages because they're part of every American breakfast, corned beef hash with an egg on top, of course, a toast, yes, some eggs just on the side. I feel like I'm missing something, Max. Did I say waffles? Jalapeno waffles? All right, let's get busy. We're gonna start with our hash. And our hash components are these. So we've got chopped up corned beef from the deli. We've got yellow onion diced up. We've got green pepper diced up. Give it a little shot of neutral oil, avocado oil. We'll put on the flat top, like so, and nothing happens. Well, because it's gonna take a minute to get hot. And of course, in a hash, any kind of hash, pastrami, corned beef, roast beef, steak. Uh-oh.
Your bacon.
My bacon. Did I mention bacon? I've already burned it twice. Stand by, let me see if it's ready. In any good hash, there is a potato component. And we're using two types today. One will be this potato that I microwave for about 3.5 minutes. Cut the ends off, I'll peel and dice. But also, these leftover fries from a recently shot episode, and by recently I mean like half an hour ago. We shoot 2 or 3 at a time. I think you would imagine that had to happen. We don't like each other enough to do this every single day. 3 times a week, that's good. Shoot a couple at a time, we're all good. Dice this, throw this in, everybody's happy. So just a quick outside peel. Get rid of that. We'll throw these in. Those go in. And then those chopped up fries. Now we're talking. Here's what I love. A hash is one of the most versatile ways to use up anything you've got. And it would have been criminal not to use up these fries and that single leftover potato that I had from something else. So we'll just let the whole thing start to work itself into a wonderful softened jumble, and then we'll come back and attend to it.
You know, I can't remember who exactly it was, but one of our awesome subscribers said that he used his leftover pulled pork to do a pulled pork hash.
Here, Max, pandering to our subscribers. One of our awesome. The guy could be a complete douchebag, but he took the time to write. How do you know he's awesome? Yes, we appreciate that. Look, this is something that we like. We like hearing from you. We have this idea about a cooking guy town hall, for lack of a better term, and that's kind of a shitty term, but I don't know what to call it yet. Every time I'm at an event, in a group of people, in front of a crowd, regardless of what the intended conversation is, it always breaks into casual food talk. Questions, answers, questions, comments, suggestions. Hey, Sam, how do you do this? You know what I do? I like to take my leftover this and I turn it into that. And it's a ridiculously useful conversation for everybody. I have information to share. People have information to share. People writing notes, getting ideas. That's what this is. That's what this is. So we like the idea of doing that, and because I'm in San Diego, we would likely do it here live, but we think that we would shoot it and air it live that you could watch and listen, even if we didn't air it live. We thought that we would shoot it so you could hear what was going on. I think it would be really fun. Really fun. Okay, the hash is starting to work, and just let me show you this. Remember I said we could shoot a couple episodes at a time. So this is just a little tiny bit of leftover garlic butter. It's going in here. It's going in the hash. What do I tell you? Little extra bits of flavor. Take things from here to here. That's what it's all about. So we're not going to get rid of that. Okay, in the meantime, old school pork breakfast sausages. We'll throw those on and get them going. Who doesn't love a pork breakfast sausage? Okay, maybe a vegetarian. Definitely a vegan. And they make these in turkey form. I'm just telling you. You want to go full fat because that means full flavor. And if you haven't scoped out one of our If Fat Means Flavor, Then I'm Fucking Delicious t-shirts, and by the way, it doesn't say fucking, we use other letters in there, have a look at them. They're available below the video. Look how nice. Hello, little piggies. By the way, if you're curious about the gender, should be obvious.
Female.
They're all boys. And before we talk waffles and pancakes, what's going on here? The steam. Oh, crap. Sticks.
That reminds me of the bubble and squeak from London.
Bubble and squeak from London. Yeah, we didn't set out to do similar things, but we set out to do things that make sense in this country. And damn, corned beef hash is all that. So while we're here, put in this garlic butter. One of the hallmarks of a good hash is flat and crispy. At least for me it is. So once we mix in this garlic butter and season it with a little salt and pepper like I'll do now, we're gonna wanna kind of squoosh it down and let it do its thing. Just start to get a little crust on it. And one more move with the sausages. Oh boy, those are gorgeous. Those are gonna be amazing. I love a good cheat. And I've used one here for our pancakes. Here's what I've got. I mean, you will recognize this as pancake batter, and it 100% is. But, it's from a box. In fact, it's from a just add water pancake mix. And say what you want, and you will. I mean, not all of you. Some of you will shit all over me for that. But I'm going to tell you something. When I'm making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things, whatever it is, do I have to like grow my own wheat? Sow it or whatever you do. Chop it down, grind it, mix it with... I don't think so. I'm going to add bacon to this when we cook them on the Evo. So I'm okay doing that. On the other hand, the waffles are made with Jiffy Cornbread mix, butter, milk, and something else. I can't remember. Eggs, right? And I put, you can see in here, I put jalapenos in there. So I think we're in good shape. All right, we're checking our sausages. Look at them. Aren't they lovely little fellows? Almost done. When they're done, we'll take them off. Uh-oh, come on, fella, stay here. All right, just let me get my sausages off because they're ready. I can always throw them back on at the last minute. If I want to give them a little retherm, little extra hit of heat. But for now, they're gonna be fantastic. Okay, the hash is working. Look, for the Benedict, I have made the blender Sriracha Hollandaise sauce that we've talked about before. By the way, it's on my website. It's fantastic. I do need to heat it up because it's gotten a little cold. We'll put it up here, bring it back to temperature. Let's talk about the egg. Poached egg is maybe the most important thing in a Benedict. And not to blow your mind, not to show you a science experiment, but here's mine. You might be thinking, Sam, what the F is that? Well, I'll tell you what this is. This is an egg I poached about an hour ago. And the second it was ready, I took it out and I put it in ice water. The ice has since melted, but look what I have. I have a perfectly poached egg, still soft with a runny yolk right here, but it's just in a cold state. When I want to heat this up, I would either put it in a pot of simmering water for about a minute, or because we're outside, I have a thermos, actual thermos of hot water. You could take these on the road. You could go to a tailgate and make eggs Benedict. You'd only have to worry about heating up this and whatever protein you put in there, which by the way will be ham in this case. All the right things are happening. All the right things. We gotta, there's no good way for this to happen now except for the shit just to happen. So pay attention, we're getting it going now. We lift, we spray, we add the batter. I never know how much. That looks fine to me. No, I want a little more.
You could take the little bit that's on my elbow right now.
Oh God, sure can. Now we're down. And then we turn. Okay, next let's start a couple eggs going because you can't have breakfast without eggs, right? So some butter first. We'll give ourselves 2 eggs here. Uno. Dos. And we'll try and center it a bit higher. Let them get there so they're not all one-sided. Okay, it's a bit manic, but let's do this. Let's get our English muffin ready, and we can start it toasting. And let's get some bread toasting, because you can't have breakfast without this. And these guys can all go on. 1, 2, and our English muffin for the you-know-what. The eggs are looking beautiful. We'll give them a little salt and pepper. The Hollandaise is working nicely. The hash looking outstanding and starting to get some nice color. Oh boy, and the smell is tremendous. The sausages are done. Let's check our waffle. Hello. Jalapeno beautiful waffle. Looks like you're where we want you. You can stop. English muffin for the Benedict is ready. The toast is looking nice. We'll let it just do its thing there. And now let's talk about pancakes. So now we'll take our butter. We're going to try and do this up here in the middle and make them equal size if we can. So let's go like this. We're going to make 3 small pancakes, and they will all be centered around a little pile of bacon. And then we go like this. Uno. Dos. Tres. Yeah, so they're a little messy. They're going to be good. And the reason you put the bacon on the flat top first is because when you flip it over, you want to see the bacon. If you throw it on the top, when it flips over, it won't be there.
I gotta change my battery.
Okay. Yeah. Oh gosh. I gotta flip these pancakes. Okay, the pancakes are actually ready, so let's... Uh-oh. I hope I'm not in trouble here. Flip, hello. Flip, hello. Hello, darling. See, pancakes are female. I don't know why. What is that about me? And what is it about me that I gotta cut those little corners off and have a bite? There's something about a half raw pancake with batter in it that really appeals to me. Okay, while we're here, let's talk about the egg. It's cold, it has to be warmed up. This is a thermos of hot water. You should see steam. Steam, now, there's steam. So now I take my egg, I'm just gonna put it in here. Bloop. And just leave it. And now everything can come together. Pay attention while we lay all this out, because it's gonna be fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so here's how this goes. We'll start with the waffle. We'll start with the waffle and we'll put it right here. Nice. And I just happen to have a couple pieces of fried chicken for it, which can't be a bad thing, no matter how you look at it. And we'll give it just a little drizzle of maple syrup. Next, we have our hash that we're gonna put right here. This is gonna be just the smell. Oh boy. Outstanding. And I cooked an egg for it that looks like that. Ow! That's hot. Okay, pancakes. Pancakes will go here. Let's give them a little syrup. Now let's go Benedict. Will be built like this. Benedict there. English muffin on the bottom. Our ham on top. Ow. Gorgeous. Our thermos egg. Right there. Look at the yolk inside. It's wonderful. Of course, the Hollandaise. Oh, the smell, the lemony Hollandaise. Such a glorious thing. A little green and a little pepper. We've got a couple eggs going here. Hello, guys. Like this. And what goes better with eggs than bacon and toast? That. And last but not least, our sausages that we'll put with our pancakes. So I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. I'm sure somebody will find something, but from the top view, is it time to eat? You know, there's a thing called a mukbang or mukbang, however you say it, that generally is one person eating kind of a shit ton of food.
Not one person, just people.
Oh, sorry, I was corrected by my younger son that seems to know f***ing everything. It's people eating a bunch of food. So whatever the hell you call this thing, it's not gonna happen. I'm just having some bites. Like I'm having a bite of this sausage because nothing says breakfast like a pork breakfast sausage. Or pancake with bacon in the top. Oh my gosh. Or corned beef hash with not just regular potatoes, but French fries chopped up for added crunch. The garlic butter is a great move. Hello, waffle and fried chicken and a little bite. Must I? I must. I'd like to see someone eat all this. I absolutely could not do it. No way. 2-3 bites of each. I don't know what you call that when it's a mukbang, and one person eats the whole thing. Because I think that's the thing, Max. I think you don't know everything. The Benedict. Let's try the Benedict. Let's check our egg. Oh, come on. Remember, I cooked that egg like an hour before we shot this. And then just re-thermed it in a hot water thermos. In a thermos. You can do this, guys. And the reason I'd like to do the eggs in advance is because if I have a bunch of people coming over, there's definitely pressure to turn out a whole bunch of perfect poached eggs. 5 people, 10 eggs, if you're given 2 each, it's crazy. Do them in advance, then just put them into simmering water for a minute, and they're perfect like this. So delicious. And finally, toast, bacon, and fried eggs. I suppose this one right here could be the classic American breakfast. Old school. But for me, when you dip a piece of toast in and you break the yolk like that, and then you have a bite there, or do this, the bacon on top of that bite. I don't know if you've learned anything today. I hope you have. That you can use just that water pancake mix, add bacon or whatever you want, corn, make them cool. Waffles with jalapenos. You can pre-poach an egg and just rewarm it up later. You can use leftover French fries in your corned beef hash. And I don't know. That's it. We're here for you. We're really here for you. Thanks for hanging out with us. It means a lot. Get yourself some cast iron pans. Get cast iron pans. They're not just good to cook with, but look it. They're the shit.